Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
All right. Tony. Good.
First carry for Joe Mixon. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Gabe Ellis in on that stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
All right.
On play action. Stroud. To the left side. And caught by Schultz. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Now Mixon. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
What's that? 18. What's that?
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
18. What's that?
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Good. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
First carry for Saquon Barkley.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Don't touch. Hey, 73, 70. I know he went up. Don't touch.
On play action, Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's big Christian Wilkins in there for the sack, his 4th on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Trimmer. Out.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. On the run to the right. That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon.
Joe Mixon. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Oh, a loose football. And the Eagles recover the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Oh! And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On first down, it's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much there. Maybe a yawn.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 8. Here's Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's got room at the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down. On play action, here's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got ground. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Barkley. And he will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
14. Texans nothing. Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Wow, what's that? 18, what's that?
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
18, what's that?
Stroud to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Great, set.
Banjo.
Hey, 73.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Aleem McNeil. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
In this defense, they find themselves here just trying to stop the bleeding early. I mean, touchdowns on each of their opening possessions of the game, and at this point, they're just trying to find a way to get off the field. So that sack, it came at the right time.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shaair.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
How, what's that? 18, what's that?
A run here with Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
All right. 118. What's that?
Now Stroud. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
It is a big-time play for Houston.
First down.
And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
If you want to score
line.
points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They will work the middle with Mixon. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7.
Oh, hey. Hey, south. 18.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Off balance throw. It's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4.
118. What's that? Flat. 12.
Stroud going to set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long.
118. What's that? 19 tackles.
To throw is Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Texans get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. A first down throw for Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, that they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Don't touch that. Get him. Anyway.
Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Very set. Anyway. 73.
Now it's Hurts. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team.
It's 4th down.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
That's quickly out to Williams. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. J-Licks Hunt gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. That's taken at about the 14. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Go Silver, ready? Anyway. Crowd left Yeti.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Hey, Silver.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they get the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Eagles going to open up a 17-3 lead. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Again, he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll push forward for about a yard. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop.
26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
Great, set.
Once again, it's Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
It is 3rd and long.
Great, set. Anyway,
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner...
Oh, Barkley has fumbled. It appeared that an Eagle was able to get his hands on it. And indeed, the signal, Philadelphia will hold on to possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
73.
Hurts will try it again. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles extend to a 24-3 lead. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stroud. Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
18-yard line.
Oh, right. At 18. What's that?
To throw, it's Stroud. He's got it about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
On the quick, right?
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's in. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Off the play fake, Hurts rolling to the left. Now he takes off, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
A second down throw for Hurts. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon, good for a first down.
13 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
No touch, no touch.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 8.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Nine.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one.
63.
Third and very long.
Trimmer. Go Silver, ready? Hey, easy, 63, back. Don't touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Don't touch that. And anyway, Silver, set.
Tight end on.
Crowd left Yeti.
Man in motion is Brown. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Second and 5.
Great.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is going get this damn bread. Don't go against the
throw here on first down. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. 118. That's right.
Now Stroud. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? 118.
Throwing is Stroud. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Hurts. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A tight end in motion now.
Hey, Silver.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up. Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll run a draw with Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's in! Nico Collins! Touchdown, Houston. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Texans 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Great, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And a nice run. It'll be close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. We'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
That's good.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back, Mike. There's a fine line between hitting that full speed and also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check.